Bimbo TikTok. I'm so glad you could finally make it. You're probably wondering how you got here. Are you a leftist who likes to have their tits out? Do you like to flick off pro-lifers? Well, then this is the place for you.
Let's talk about how bimboism is destabilizing capitalism. Hi there, Gorge. I'm so glad that you could come and meet up with me today. You look great. The sound of my gum is like distracting you because I made Sophronia. Super sorry, babe. I totally understand. I respect that. Did you order food yet? Because I'm like super hungry. No, I just like had a good day. Woke up at my friend's place. I helped her with her calculus homework. After that, I had to go to my job, which, you know, like, whatever. Like,
I'm an Aries, so having a boss is like super hard for me.
And then like I just came back from going to one of my manifesto meetings where we were talking about ways that we can destabilize the capitalist forces keeping us down. What about you? How was your day? While we're waiting, I guess like we can talk about how bimbo culture is like destabilizing the entire world and is a radical movement of self-love, self-acceptance, and like total feminist like punk rock power. So Gorge, bimbo culture. If you've been on TikTok lately and you're a lesbian or a person who likes to look at women and you want to overthrow the government and you hate capitalism, but you're also like super okay with like thigh-high, like white patent leather shoes, then you've probably seen this TikTok.
Who is a bimbo? What is a bimbo? These are multiple questions that I have been getting from millennials. Who is the Gen Z bimbo? Hello, Bimbo Incorporated. How may I help you?
Hi, are you hot but in a like spooky way? Or spooky but in a hot way? Is your sense of style somewhere between a Bratz rock angel and an extra in Johnny the Homicidal Maniac? Then you might be eligible to be a member of the Goth Bimbo Global Coalition. Let me see if I got that. No, the Global Goth Bimbo Coalition.
Bimbo culture is becoming very, very popular, and it's really seen a rise over the recent year. You can see that bimbo culture was once something that was super duper bad and like no one liked talking about it because bimbo was like seen as an insult, and now it's kind of being reclaimed, you know, like slut and whore. It was a matter of time before bimbo culture was reclaimed. We can track the movement of it, starting from hyperpop becoming such a popular music genre. Hyperpop has kind of revolutionized the entire world. Thank you, Charlie. We love you. And if I was in Germany, I would have shouted, babe. You can track all of the super duper hyper cartoon elements of it leaking into aesthetic cultures and aesthetic realms of thought. Now, why are bimbos good? Why is being a bimbo good? And why have they reclaimed it? What's so fun about being a bimbo? Bimbos are known for only being attractive and having nothing else to give. This, however, is patently untrue. Bimboism isn't just like a passing thing. Bimbos have existed as long as we've existed. In every culture there's been a bimbo, and in every culture they've been like totally smashed. You can look at every single culture throughout every single history, and most of the time bimbos, who were seen as whores, prostitutes, so on and so forth, have been routinely and systematically punished. Systematically is a very important word because systematically is also applicable to women who are torn down every single day, like all of their lives. So, how can you identify a bimbo? Bimbos come in a lot of different shapes and sizes. Bimbos oftentimes can be identified through their beliefs and their own self-contained enjoyment of their self. Having big boobs is a typical stereotypical trait of a bimbo, and we do enjoy women that have big boobs, and we support men that have big boobs as well. Those are great to have. Great assets, nice boobs, very shiny. Bimbos and bimboism is an identity that one has to say to other people, because thinking that someone's a bimbo is still kind of insulting, especially if you're like a het cis man. And then you say to yourself, well, that girl's a bimbo. No. Hold on, hold your horses. Why do you think that? As outlined in the line outlining the Bimbo Bible, bimbos have a certain set of beliefs and characteristics that make them bimbos.
A bimbo isn't dumb. I mean, she kind of is, but she isn't that dumb. She's actually a radical leftist who's pro-sex work, pro-Black Lives Matter, pro-LGBTQ, pro-choice, and will always be there for her girls, gays, and theys. If you're homophobic, I'll castrate you. I don't do this for the misogynistic male gaze. I do it for my gays. And damn, my tits look good. It's about emotional intelligence at the end of the day. And remember, we always step on Trump supporters.
The 2020 bimbo is not stupid. Well, like the Vine says, not that stupid. Bimbos can be stupid and it should be embraced because intellect is dumb as a concept within itself. Himbos and bimbos get along well because they're kind of cut from the same cloth, except that himbos get to enjoy the aesthetic freedom of being both stupid and masculine and getting those benefits. Women have the necessity to redeem themselves from their bimbo-ness and their bimbo qualities because they are enhancing their aesthetics and enjoying their lives. But because of that, they have to redeem themselves by being hyper-intelligent and very smart, which is stupid. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be smart. I think that everyone should have some bit of intelligence to them. Most of the time, people do have their specialized forms of intelligence, whether it be like umbrella terms of street smarts versus book smarts. You can be like a fashion genius when it comes to dating plates and everything, but not know basic arithmetic. Our academic system is completely rigged in a capitalist favor that totally looks towards the rich, the wealthy, and the well-off to support it. And those are the people that it chooses to uphold, while it holds up token cases to show that it still has some worth and it isn't completely rigged. Newsflash, it is. A lot of things underneath a capitalist society are rigged. Book smarts is a really archaic idea because a lot of the things that we're taught, like basic philosophy, art history, a lot of classic literature, etc., are things that are from old fuddy-duddy white dudes that are super archaic and totally not based. Like Caravaggio made all of these amazing and dramatic paintings and we stan him. Except we don't, because Caravaggio was a freaking serial killer who was really good at killing and maiming people and then running away and continuing to paint. They don't teach you that in class. I had to learn that on my own accord. Academic intelligence is completely rigged, and we need to restructure our school system before we begin to squint at and berate people for not being amazing academics. I'm already cucked by the school system. I am its ardent slave. I do everything that I can, including not sleeping and filming videos in the middle of the night and doing work at the same time, like I'm doing right now. Also, I can achieve things outside of the school setting while still having achievements within the school setting. Now, a lot of questions come into play. Hey, if bimbos are so bad, but they're kind of the peak of femininity, and in our society we want ultimate femininity, then why would bimbos be bad? Well, Gorge, we can again look at our queen, Elle Woods. Elle Woods is totally disparaged against. She's thrown away. She's seen as totally insipid and stupid by her peers just because she embraces her femininity, just because she talks in a certain way or has a certain cadence. That's not fair, right? Even though Elle Woods is the definition of the ultimate femme. Here's the thing. In a patriarchal society where misogyny totally reigns and takes over everything that we do, men hate femininity. Men hate free femininity because it's not being plundered or taken away by man. It's being, once again, self-possessed by a woman.
Bimbos, himbos, and bimbos of this coalition are always sure to maintain our values, such as thinking about black lipstick, comparing boot sizes, and most importantly, actively dismantling the white cis heteropatriarchy brick by brick.
If you would like more videos analyzing aesthetics and how they're punk rock and alternative and super subversive, let me know. But my too long didn't read is this. Bimbos are punk rock because they embrace their own aesthetics, use them as a political means just by simply existing, and they're super leftist and not neolibs. This isn't BuzzFeed. Okay? We have evolved beyond that. Not all bimbos are stupid. Intelligence is overrated anyways. And live your life, and do you. That's all you can really do at the end of the day.
Girl,